Yeah. Don't you remember? The other kids said I was ugly all the time during elementary school. And when I was crying. Nostalgic. Long lost memory that I'd almost completely forgotten. You came to my rescue and told me this. I remember the promise I made from that time. Kokoro, you're the world's cutest. I'll definitely make you my bride in the future. You see, motherfuckers? I am vindicated right now. Y'all like, this is a horrible monstrosity and needs to die in a fire. I showed this girl passion, and I showed her love. I'm fucking right. It's what's on the inside that counts. It's my fucking eldritch eyes. Some people prefer to put on nuts or whipped cream, but I'm absolutely against that, so you've said. If you put nuts on, for example, you get little nut bits between your teeth. I'm sorry, I'm a fucking child. Yeah, I'm sure. You know, I got some nuts for you right here, pants grab. And it can be so embarrassing when you try to talk, right? Besides, nuts wind up on your clothes. Yeah, and sometimes it gets in your hair, and sometimes in your back, your chest. Just be mine. Really mine. Oh god, hi. $1 million smile right there. Let me turn my computer off. Oh. Oh shit! Okay. Oh god, yes, please! Finally! I mean, what? Sorry, that was a reflex. Ah, goddamn, I'm in the sex dungeon now. Medford Memorial Hospital. Really weird they called it Medford. I'm sorry, did I just turn into fucking Pippa when I got scared? Of the suicide bomber?
No, I added some gypsy
Crazy?
guys to the
You're going
back.
crazy.
I was crazy once.
Chat, hello, it is I. Been a hot minute. Again, I apologize for that. Two things in that regard was A, I just had some life stuff. And two, I was actually sick. And I definitely could not stream yesterday, even though I could have. Because I'm getting over it now. But boy howdy, my voice was so, like, garbled that I sounded like a boyfriend experience, like, VTuber. I ain't having that. It's not yet. I haven't fallen from grace that hard yet. But yeah. I'm trying to figure out like what else to play other than Digimon. Because we really don't have anything. We kind of burned through like the backup games I had. I was thinking Dot Hack. I have the technology to play the original Dot Hack games, and they announced a new Dot Hack game, so I got that. We can also play the there was a series later that came out, like GUI or something, GUI. I have those games as well, so we can play some of that. Been meaning to get into those because it was SAO before SAO, you know? It just didn't come at the right time. It did become popular at the right time. And also on the YouTube channel, I should preface this. As much as I hate it, because I always feel good when I stream with you guys, I feel weird when I don't stream, and by weird I mean fucking depressed.
Like, I just kind of loaf around, you know? I feel good when I'm motivated. The problem is I'm never motivated to actually do things, so I'm depressed. It's a vicious cycle. But for the YouTube channel, I guess also the Twitch channel, I should say. Sorry, I'm a bit scatterbrained. I've been out of it last few days. But next week, depending, because I don't have my schedule yet, I'm gonna go in there and it better be there tomorrow. Because at the beginning of the month, my boss told me, hey, by the way, near the end of May, we got 2 people going on vacation for the whole week. Which, why the fuck did you let that happen again when we're already a skeleton crew? This happened last year. I actually wanted to kill myself. Well, I shouldn't say that. It was more call the void of, you know, I don't have to go into work tomorrow if I just ram myself into the slide pole on the way home. You know, that kind of thing. You know, the thing you all have when you work, you know, a non-office job. But yeah. So, I'm probably gonna get my own dick shoved up my ass next week in terms of my work schedule. Which is unfortunately gonna mean I won't have a lot of time to stream if that's the case. Stream or even make YouTube videos. I've been making YouTube videos. You should go check those out. They're doing pretty well for a channel as small as me. But I'll have to ask Kunajo because he also knows enough about a bridge series. See if he wants to do those together. Oh, hold on. If I go quiet, don't worry. I'm just coughing. And I'm not gonna cough into the microphone if I can help it. But yeah, Kunajo's he's pretty abreast of the series because we're both old at this point. So it's kind of like a time capsule thing where we'll just go through and just talk about them, or I can just do them myself. Because, you know, I was there when, like, bridges were, like, the big thing. But I never really finished a lot of them. I know SAO. I got through SAO Season 1. SAO Bridged. You know, they've slowly been working on more. That... I think Team 4 Star is coming out with something new. And then, of course... Kunajo has been showing me Log Horizon Abridged, which is pretty funny. So that'd be a cool thing we can do together. Might as well embrace how old we're getting, because I'm learning from what few analytics I have. My audience is in fact in my age range of late 20s, so let's go. Be a nice little nostalgia trip. And of course, you know, you still have some series that are coming out, like like Sister Leveling. That'd be kind of funny. Of course, I've already seen it. I've seen the most important episode, the Mommy Leveling. Yeah. Just some ideas I had. And of course, in the background, I've been trying my damnedest to, like, stay on course and also try to set up a Fabula Ultima campaign. I got the guild set up. I just need to do the initial trial section and just, like, write some character sheets, and then I have to manually make everything, like the maps and stuff. And of course, there's gonna be some side quests, but I got some ideas for, like, the low-level, like, baby quests. Make no mistake, there will be a rat hunting quest. But it'll be a rat hunting quest that I create. It'll be wonderful. And no one will need to worry. Yeah. Other than that, I don't have much to say. I don't really do a lot during the day because my sleep schedule's also been fucked up. And when I've been sick, I've just been trying to, like, recuperate. because I can't record things when it sounds like I got like a slime girl shoved down my throat, you know? I guess there's another thing we talk about is fortunately Vulcan couldn't make last session to our like Pathfinder light group. So we made some side characters. Best way I can describe it without going into too much detail is the combat was John Wick and the tentacle girl. Just beat the shit out of a siren. It was fun. I was just an angry elf where I was an angry elf druid. That's kind of specializing like being a ship doctor. And my archetype lets me summon a bunch of tentacles like a kraken instead of wild shaping. That's nice. Actually, shit, now I think about it. Oh, I still have a wild shape charge because we're level 15. And that's 15 hours. I could just have those tentacles on me. Because we did do this thing where like, no, if you spare me, I'll tell you what the treasure is. And there's a spell deceptively called Create Treasure Map, where if you kill somebody, you can take their body and use parts of them to make a treasure map. So it's just like, we don't need you. We just kill them anyways. Because as you know, if you've ever played Pathfinder, you might as well just kill wizards. Don't interrogate them, you just kill them. Because there is so much bullshit in first edition that you can blindfold them, bind them to a chair, and have the rogue sneaking into the room undetected. And the wizard will still find a way to get out. It's fucking stupid. Like, there's literally a feat where if you have 3 ranks in bluff, you can basically just talk normally, and you can disguise it as like a spell. You can disguise your spell chanting as just like normal speech. It's fucking stupid. 3 ranks, by the way, you can get at a 3rd level. Paizo doesn't check their own shit and it aggravates me. That's just the problem with games like that, and especially card games, right? Is I think I'm kind of loud, so I'm gonna turn myself down a little bit. Hopefully that sounds good. Right now, I should probably turn myself up because I'm a quiet guy. But anyways, the problem with games like that is you have to constantly make new material, right? And so then it just comes to the point of 1st edition Pathfinder, 3.5 edition D&D. It's just there's so much shit it breaks the game. Because you will inevitably make something that just is superior to another feat. And it's just like, and then you also make things that are like, why even bother doing this thing anymore? You know? It's pain and sadness. But you play with friends, so it's okay. That's why you play. Yeah, you wanna just get in the game, guys? I hope that's not the right screen. That's the right screen. Let me unpause it, show. Silence background music. So, we did some grinding. We did a little last stream and then I did some off stream. We have a couple Terrymon. I don't even remember what we did last stream. We got an Alomon now. Look how cool he is. Native American Blue Dinosaur Man. A really good ability, actually. Holy shit. Yeah, let me go grab the team. Got King. You are King. My best boy. I'm sorry to Pecker. Your name is amazing, but you gotta leave now. Got Kunajo. Depecker and Decock. Gonna checkmate. And then we're missing 5 piece, that's right. Do I have any more machines or bugs? I have not many. I got room in Dark Bang. Just Beast and Dark. Which, by the way, poor Coco. Just can't turn into Telemon. I love it, Telemon, but because of this game, I have fallen in love with the Black Rapidmon line. Which counts as Beast, funny enough, and not Machine. They're Beast. Okay, yeah, I have small islands, so... As money is definitely a resource so far. Oh my god, they level up so much faster now. This is the opposite of Time Stranger, where you were basically... you had ultimate level Digimon for 80% of the game. Definitely felt like 80%. Broad shield. Nice little spirit ring. Take a silver blade. It's got so much strength, dude. Yeah, because you got a debuff special ability. Take the silver blade. And take some spirit too. He's just an all-arounder right now. A crystal sword. Hang on a second. I once had Excalibur. That's better than the broad rapier. Take a bronze plate for now. Take the damage ring. Upgrades, people, upgrades. Oh my god, plus a 74 spirit. That's a lost spirit. Smells like... Shit, I always forget. Is it Firemon? That's the champion, or is it Flaremon? I think it's Firemon then Flaremon. Friend. Let's give him the Scale Scimitar too, why not? I'll get you a bronze plate. The problem is we don't really have money. We can't get like crazy good equipment. And we're gonna have to pump most of it in the farm because the farm is where we do our thing for the most part. We have already silver blade. Let's give you... No, you don't have bronze plating. Give you that, so it'll be turbo resistant. And then we'll give you a thunder robe too. This tanky boy. Last. Oh, you actually don't have much. I guess. Pick the Thunder Robe because you're weak to it. And then we've caught a lot of plants. So. Alright. Let's bounce. Actually, before we do that. Because placement is important. There we go. I think we were just... Did we pick up a quest? I don't want to go do this quest. Because it implies that... if we're going to that one place that's just fish. Hey man, help me out. Take my place in the tournament. Go to the macro battle in the macro sea. Start today, please. Go there now. If we're fighting exclusively Aquans, it's a good chance that they're weak to steel. Also means, hold on. Means they're gonna be in every fight. Earn more money. Earn me some money, checkmate. This game loves its fish. Which... I mean, it's a good thing because it seems like the types are divided between the two games. Dawn is the holy types, the dragons, the Aquans, and the avians. And then Dusk is the dark, the beast, the plant insect, and machine. Guys, come on, it doesn't even have legs. Oh, I think I remember this quest as a kid and it was a pain in the fucking ass. Like everything that happens around here. Hello. You have to like find them. What? Now, how the fuck? I get the item. Okay, I'll fight an ultimate. But you know, if it's like a singular rookie, I'm not gonna fight that. Not worth my time. Guilty plaque? Kill them. I love you, checkmate. It's a shame the Chessmon were in Time Stranger. No, instead we needed 7 different fucking Omnimons. Even though story-wise they could have been anything. Oh, I forgot this move had that big of range. Oh damn. Solera got quite the upgrade. Digimon 400T. Alright, I need to not hit that button as much as I do. It's just this game is very slow. Alright, man. I'm just gonna hit him with one attack. You can't just Rook Gatling your problems. Oh, you can't just use a machine gun for everything. You're right, I'll use an atomic bombardment. While they have fire resistance down. How the fuck do I get over there if you block everything? You fucking cockroach. They're just far enough apart. Okay, I don't care. I'll kill the baby first. Not gonna lie, they kind of cooked with Marine Devimon. Like them. Are you fucking? Okay. Blow them up. This is how we fish. We use dynamite. Is it kind of a cheat? Yeah, but I'm trying to speed the process up, so of course it's gonna feel like a cheat. Sprayed it. Why is this such a roundabout way? This is a fight. We have 2 ultimates here. Okay. He did not kill. This well. And they're eating up their MP though, using these like moves. Worth it though. Oh my goodness, excuse me, I'm so sorry. I guess my sleep schedule's been fucked. Give him a soulful kick. Granted, if you were kicked by a rook chessmon, it would probably hurt and you'd be slammed through a wall. It's not where I need to go. Think this way? Fuck! I hate this place! Like, there's not even like, okay, the enemies in here are legitimately cool, but like, can you make it worth my while and have more than just like a Aquans? And have everything not just be blue? Oh god, hold on, I'm sorry. Try to grab the edge. And that fucked up mine. And that fucked up. Oh, I really fucked it up. There we go. Ah. There we go. And how do I get over there? There's eyes on his shoulders. Dragamon is so cool. There you are, you cockhead. You're late. Oh, never mind. Let me explain the rules. It's simple. Whoever takes everything is the winner. Pokemon and Mega Siegramon are the last remaining players. If you steal their items, and bring them here, you win. Like a sea egg. Please just be over here. A singular Digimon. How is Pokemon? One of the few Digimon cards I remember having. Here you are. Let's do this. You have a bad time, kid. You have a fish fry. I'm gonna skewer you and cook you. Like how ripped that fish is. And it's based off like punk aesthetic too. Lore wise. That did not help. I feel like they're not weak to steel. That's all you have. Hit him again with the Crimson Wave of the Beast King. I heard that move so much it's forever burning my brain down, chat. Oh, the double crit? The triple crit? You're nothing. Who are you? Great wall. That ain't gonna save you, son. Look at that initiative. You're dead. No amount of defense boosting is gonna get ya. We monkeys with plastic spoons all the time here. XP. Oh, I lost. They're so strong. Here, you can have the Digicoral. How y'all doing on the farm? ID's getting there, slowly but surely. Blueberry needs a spirit still. Oh my gosh, sorry. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. Little cough. Oh, I think Lulu can digivolve now because they were supposed to like turn them into Wizardmon in the back. Kill that. Probably the best healer in the game, so make sure it can't revive anybody. Or make sure that it can't heal anybody. Oh shit, that has revived. Oh, you bitch. Fire the nukes at him. And the fucking... Why do most of these Digimon, when I hit them, it looks like they're nutting? You'll see it too. Good XP though. And good XP. Of course. Means... Unless they're this way. And they're not here. I have to go some other direction. Because I think there's a fork in the road. Oh no, this is a fight. The Marine Angemon looks so shiny. Almost looks like they made out of gemstone with how they have the shading. Of course, dude, it's always like one awful lethal. Be some good ass XP. Shaman's all lock one. Where I come from? What comes from Marine Angemon? Wow, I went through that whole zone and didn't get hit with an encounter. Nice. Let's take this way. You know, I know that it's just a dolphin with like extra fins and a scar on its schnoz, but I kinda like him. He's grown on me. Granted, I have fond memories of Dolphmon because they turned into Marine Angemon. You straight up carried me in the last fight the first time I ever beat this game. There you are. Fuck! Bored now, I'm sorry. Oh, you're all about the poison. Fuck! I was going too fast, and I counted every step as an encounter tracker. Alright, you mother bitch. Come here. We can get one of these guys now. Hey, are you that Timber Hawk? I always wanted to challenge you. So I'm gonna give it my all. He doesn't even fit on the screen. Oh, hey, Kunajo. What's up, man?
Not much. Just got done watching anime and crying.
And what'd you watch?
Vending Machine Isekai.
I don't think Checkmate's gonna be good for this one. Double Blade. I always found it silly that Metal Siegramon fires like there's like their turbo cannon out of their schnoz.
Imagine if you sneezed. Achoo.
That's some
Hundreds
mythology
dead.
shit. Yeah. Why was there a big tsunami? Metal Siegramon sneezed. Yeah, we'll send out King. King's pretty reliable. Confuse them with your love serenade. Make them question their sexuality.
Sing like Elvis. Did you see Warhammer 40k Gladius is free right now?
Did not.
Get it, it's a decently fun Civilization style game.
I'm not much for Civ games, but I'll look into it.
It's got more it's more combat based than Civilization.
See. Five Piece learned another move. Meanwhile, Best Boy refuses to learn anything. Dashing Breeze. The slightly better version of Air Cutter. But Windclaw is just so weak. Oh, Hawk. Just like how they say. I enjoyed fighting you. Now take this Digimarine.
I love how, like, it's clearly supposed to be Aquamarine, but Digimarine makes it seem like something else.
I also got the
They just put
Digicoral.
Digi in front of everything.
Yeah. You know what Digicoral is, right? That's coral. But digital.
Do you like survival games at all?
I think it kind of depends on the vibe of the survival game. I don't play a lot of them, but I've seen some that have piqued my interest in the past.
You ever played Unturned?
The name rings a bell. I don't quite remember.
It's the blocky Daisy knockoff that passed Daisy a long time ago made by a 14-year-old. Like,
I mean,
he
that's the
started
market.
making it when he was 14, and that was like over 10 years ago now, and he still updates it and works on it.
Nice.
They had working vehicles in it before Daisy standalone.
Yeah, Daisy. One of the many survival zombie craft Z's. But they'll finish it, they promise.
Well,
Wink,
Daisy
wink,
started
nudge,
it,
nudge.
so it makes sense.
Which means I should have been one of the people that finished it the fastest.
Yeah, you see, the problem with that is they were using an engine that wasn't theirs, along with that. Not only did they do that, they decided to make a 3.5 version of the engine. And that engine was already an extremely complex engine because it's made for a simulator.
Yeah. I'll do it. Still more gumption than Bethesda, though. No, that's not a high bar.
Speaking of Bethesda, they updated fucking Oblivion Remastered.
Why do they always do this? Why? Why
And
do they update their games?
one of the main bugs that was there still isn't fixed somehow.
Alright.
There's gonna be an update for Fallout 4 like next week on console. It's the long-awaited 100 gig update for mods on console. Before you could only have like 10 gigs of mods on console. Now it goes up. They're expanding the storage to like 100 gigs.
I mean, that's good, but it's probably gonna break all the mods. I hate this place!
Yes, it is. They have straight up told people already that it will break your mods. So save your mod list before you update.
I'm afraid because I didn't turn on my copy of Fallout 4 before the last patch. Oh, I'm scared now.
Oof.
I'm afraid to turn it on. And the mere concept of that, of people trying to sell a product, is fucking baffling. Like, Bethesda, you have now made me scared to even use the product that you made.
You didn't care about updating it for like 5, almost 10 years, and now you're just randomly updating it for no reason. Like, what the fuck? Stop it.
And it's not like this is a new thing. This has happened every time they've updated their games.
Oh, speaking of people updating their game and pissing people off, Bannerlord just updated again. Mountain 2 has been pissing off like all of their modders because they keep updating and their patch notes are not all inclusive either.
What's the point of the patch notes?
They're pretty vague with their patch notes when they know that their game is extremely mod heavy.
And no longer try with Baby with Grim Reaper. You ever see that video of or that meme of the patch notes for The Sims? It's just like the silliest shit.
I think I've heard of it, yeah.
Like, you can't go skinny dipping with Mommy. Can't try for Baby with Grim Reaper. The Grim Reaper will still try to claim your soul despite his band affiliation.
My favorite one has always been Stardew Valley removed war crimes. Because they have the Red Cross.
Oh yeah. Or what was the other one in The Sims? Oh yeah. If there's a meteor coming to impact the location, people will try to leave the area best of their ability, except if it's a school, in which case the children will stay in school and die.
You know what my favorite bug ever is? Have you heard about the cats in Dwarf Fortress?
I don't think so.
So when they added cats to
Fortress.
Dwarf Fortress, cats would constantly die and they couldn't figure out why. Well, when they added cats, like, they added a function to cats, I can't remember exactly what it was. But what it was is the cats would go into the taverns, they would end up getting soaked in, like, the alcohol that was on the floor. Then they would lick themselves clean, end up vomiting everywhere, and die of alcohol poisoning. And it took them years to figure out why, because the systems in that game are so fucking complex.
That's insane.
And it's also been written over, like, almost 30 years now. Actually, it might be over 30 years.
I retract what I said about Dwarf Fortress. I was thinking of Deep Rock Galactic. You know, another dwarf game.
Yes.
Because all I ever fucking hear about that game is, oh my god, Rock and Stone, brother, Rock and Stone! And then people say that for like the next fucking hour, so I just don't even bother.
The original quote-unquote release came out in 2006 for Dwarf
Years
Fortress.
ago.
For reference,
Is
it's
that-
so old they used to use ASCII.
Oh my god. Can't remember the specifics of the conversation I was having with my mother, but last night when we were at the vet, she mentioned something. I was like, Mom, that was 60 years ago. Don't talk like
Also-
it's something new.
Also, Dwarf
Seriously.
Fortress generates an entire world with a history whenever you start a fucking game.
And yet people burn $1 million fucking for mixtape.
Yup. I watched
Dude, I
Chibi's
s-
video of it. Oh my god, it is painful. Especially since she couldn't... The one good thing, she had to turn it off because she's streaming it. The music. Because it's all copyrighted.
Yeah. The person I watched, theirs was literally painful because they had a shock collar on. But what they would do is they would just like take like copyright-free music requests and just play it anytime when like a song came on. Most of it was Leaflet's music, but it's funny.
It was painful. Like, so painful.
No, I watched them play the whole thing. They're fucking insufferable. This Life is Strange, but even worse. Because, you know,
Life
okay,
is strange, but it's trying to preach to you constantly.
by an autistic person. I don't know, no. It comes off as autistic when they talk about like, and this is Subdivisions by Rush in their something something album. But
That
it's
was
just,
the only song in that entire thing that I knew.
yeah.
Other than, like, Imagine Dragons, but obviously.
Yeah, because let's be real, they probably watch Superbad and that's their only knowledge.
Them constantly talking about what is and isn't metal was also retarded.
Like, it's just like, okay. I'll admit, at least in Life is Strange, right, is like Max is a little cute. And then you have the best girl in that series, Kate, who's just a nice Christian girl
Hmm.
that you just want to hug because horrible, horrible things happen to her. But like that's about it.
Oh,
There-
so
there
they
was-
added
there
new
was more of
tags
that.
to their store.
Boy.
Bullet Heaven, Desktop Companion, Organizing, Cleaning, Decorating, Wuja and Jianja, Falling Blocks, Espionage, Samurai, Zoo, Wolves, Capybaras, Animals, Cult, Poker, and Language Learning.
That's Capybara is oddly specific.
I assume that has to do with that fucking mobile game Capybara Go or something, because they have like an entire series or something.
Probably. Yeah, help, I'm lost. Again! In this
Snapchat,
ocean
help,
hell.
I'm stuck. Oh, perfect time to be lost in the ocean. It's Ocean Fest on Steam.
I hate the water. If I was meant to be in the sea, I'd have gills.
There's only 14 games with the zoo tag. Oh my god, and one of them is My Voice Zoo. Have you seen that one?
I played that one on stream.
Oh, that thing's fucking hilarious.
There were some very cursed things that I made in that. It was even worse when we look at the dog and it just looks traumatized.
Hang on, I'm gonna see what's under the capybara tag. What the fuck? There's more games under Capybara than there are under Zoo. Let's see, we've got cute capybaras, which is oh, it's a find the difference game. Everything is Crab, the animal evolution roguelite. That is the most perfect name for an evolution roguelite. Everything is Crab, because the end point of everything is Crab. No.
Yeah, so when do we get the
Hidden
evolutionary ability to just
capybaras
make
with
fucking guns
orange
underwater?
Hidden capybaras with orange in the whimsical library. So it's just Where's Waldo, but with capybaras. Cool.
I heard a joke recently about like Where's Waldo audiobooks, and it's dumb enough that I feel like it would be a thing. Where it's just like man with yellow shirt, woman with red hat, Waldo, dog with a chainsaw.
I've seen that one too. There is a Link to the Past style RPG with capybaras. Like a girl and capybaras.
Dude, I saw one. It was a Twilight Princess. And who's that one thick Rudo woman? Oh, good, Lex, you're here. You'll know. Because there's like
Wow!
someone like clipped a part of it, and it's like he meets her for the first time. Link immediately looks at her rack. It's like he like sneaks a peek.
I mean, to be fair, that Link is already like an adult at that point.
Yeah, I mean, also, I don't blame him. The thick Rudo woman, I think it was Twilight Princess.
Yeah, I was gonna say the thick Rudo woman. Wow, way to narrow it down.
No, this one's like, we're talking not like muscular. Like she's got some heft to her.
I can still think of 3.
Let me see if I can just find it here. Let me go in the side tab. Let's see here. Princess. Oh, wait, did I say Rudo or Gerudo? Ruda.
Rudo.
Oh, Telma.
I don't know that one.
Yeah, we post something in the Discord then. There. I mean, you can't blame him for this one. Let me make sure there's nothing like bad on here for my searches.
Damn.
This one, Elma. He straight up just like looks at her breasts. She's
Where else are you
Hylian?
supposed to look?
There. Oh, I thought she was Gerudo. Geruda. I don't know, I don't play Zelda games.
Oh, Romestead's about to come out.
Look at the ears. Yeah, so do the Garuda. Pointed ears do not help.
Bro, everyone in that world has pointed ears. Except in, like, fucking Wind Waker and, Ocarina of Time.
I'm so fucking lost. I'll put the music. Give me 1 second.
I saw a video rating every Link on how well they fit into, like, actual society.
They don't have pointed ears, huh? That looks pretty pointed to me. What was that? Granted, these are more updated art styles. Just abomination. Okay, I can't look too much because there's already a moderately spicy Zelda picture in a harem outfit. Okay, can't go that way. We do not count Breath of the Wild era in the lore. Really? Because that seems to be what they're doing now. That seems to be the franchise that they're picking for Zelda. They've had multiple games. I think that makes it canon at that point. I did see someone make a functioning jet in the most recent game though, which is kind of badass. Gonna end up like a Banjo-Kazooie where you're just gonna have the gas chambers. Every existing game, it's the game now. I think we'll just have to ask the devs if it's canon or not. Wait, isn't the fucking point of like Zelda is that they just repeat over and over again in time? It's like a never-ending cycle. So things can absolutely change. Because it wasn't Wind Waker like, this place used to be a beautiful island. As far as the eye can see. Now it's just water.
The whole point of Skyward Sword is that we started the cycle.
Wind Waker, the world flooded. And then it probably receded. Yeah, you gotta get Groudon on that shit. Can you fucking run, please? I'm getting sick of this place. I don't want to come here anymore. Because this fucker is in the most hard to reach place ever. I think I gotta go down and around. Look up Groose, he's an ancestor of the Gerudo. He had round ears. Okay, I almost pressed something bad. Also, species can just evolve over time. You know what it is? It's all those Gerudo women. They went and they picked up a bunch of Hylian husbands. That's how they got their pointed ears. From all the crossbreeding. I gotta say, by the way, in Breath of the Wild, Gerudo Society, kind of based. Because isn't it like, yeah, we just kidnap men, and then all the guys are like, yeah, no, I like it here, actually.
It's literally just Amazons. They're literally just Amazons, one for one.
He's like, yeah, no, I'm happy here with my Amazon wife. No, I don't want to leave. I want to go outside, buddy. I don't even leave the bedroom. You're like that one dad on TikTok that's making all the housewives angry. Because he says it's so easy being a house husband. He's the happiest he's ever been.
I didn't see what that was.
Yeah, long story short from what I heard is guy's living his best life, you know, taking care of his 5 kids as a house husband. He does a lot of cooking stuff while he talks. And then a childless, unmarried woman in like her 30s was bitching and moaning and shrieking. Like, how dare you say housewives have it easy? And they tried to attack their sponsors like the courageous people that they are. You know, the livelihood he makes
the
for his family.
BBC article that they released?
Is that the one about people selling their kids into slavery?
And they're trying to make that guy sound like a fucking...
A victim of circumstance. And like, it's a tragic thing he has to do, but he's gotta make it anyways. Yeah, no, I'd sooner just hold up in my house and then just go out in the blaze of glory than let some guy take my daughter.
Daughters, he's selling his twins into sexual slavery, his 7-year-old twins.
Not his older son, though.
Well, no, they'll never sell the son. Well, they will. They'll sell the son into They'll sell the young boys into sexual slavery too. That's a different topic. 'Cause if you didn't know, that's a thing too.
Yeah, so Lex, what happened was the BBC did this story on this father who's like in debt or something, and he can't make any money. In the current year where we have all this shit, and so he basically sold his like 7-year-old twin daughters to basically be sex slaves.
Oh, but they're being sold for marriage. Yeah, it's fucking sex slavery in that different word.
Like indentured servitude. Sounds like slavery with extra steps. Okay, but how? What do you mean, like the process of that? He just straight up just gave him up.
It's in Afghanistan. They do that all the time. It's not even abnormal.
Oh no, it's not in Britain. It's in Afghanistan, but the BBC's doing a story on it.
Yeah, it was a BBC article that they posted.
Well, let's be real, given the state of the UK.
I mean, it was published in the UK, so they were trying to make them seem sympathetic to people in the UK.
Nothing there. I got all these fucking dudes now. Ready for a farm quest. Still nothing. Oh, there we go. Best Girls Quest. Bomber incident. Oh yeah, no, if you feel sorry for the girls, you look at their faces, they're fucking terrified.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You know, I used to get in a lot of trouble in college for saying this, but you know, guys, sometimes not all cultures are equal.
Exactly.
You know, some make patents and then technology goes up like a hockey stick. And then, you know, anybody can succeed in the meritocracy. And then there are some that dig up, you know, long dead corpses and have sex with them and almost bring back the bubonic plague.
Oh god. Tomoe is playing Gale of Darkness again.
Hell yeah.
Huh?
Hell yeah.
I thought you said Ilya. I'm like, what?
No. By the way, guys, if you want some nice tomboy horse girl action,
By the way, Hawk,
go check them
if you've never gotten membership before, you can get there's like a thing going on for like a free membership right now.
nice. And it's a wild ride being subscribed to her because
The pictures,
yeah, she like posts stuff. She has like a lot of scab art. She recently posted one where she's in like knight armor, and then she posts the most like cursed memes. Great. Oh wait, there you are. You're actually in the volcanic way. Kind of bitch ass motherfucker puts his own financial well-being above his children's happiness. What guy doesn't work himself to the bone for them? To court with death to see them smile, so on and so forth. His excuse was he's doing it to feed the rest of his family.
Yeah, his other like 5 kids, I think it was.
They blew up Griffinmon's house. Oh, it's
I thought
Bomber
he was a
Namimon.
gangster or some bullshit too.
Oh boy, you ready for Citrusmon?
Oh, did you hear about what's happening in California? Because it's wild.
Last thing I heard about California is the police department said, please, we need to do something about the homeless situation. We actually can't help actual people if their house is burning down.
It is so bad that you know how they have ranked choice voting, right? Or they have like top 2. So the most popular 2 are put in instead of like a Democrat and a Republican.
That's concerning given California's state of politics.
Well, that's how that's been for a long time. Well, two Republicans look like they might be put on the ballot. And now they're scrambling to make it back to the one Republican, one Democrat.
Yep. That's how it always works. Why did it censor the second one?
I'm honestly surprised there's two Republicans in California.
Oh, I mean, people are probably getting fucking tired of all that shit. Because, I mean, like, all the people that were probably gonna leave have left already, and that's not gonna solve the problem. It's just everyone that... It's like the border, right? It's just like, when all the good people are gone, what's left is the bad people. And of course, you know, that's your homeland. And, you know, like, you know, you make fun of all the Ohio memes. I grew up here. Some people want to be buried somewhere else, but I prefer being with the home of my, you know, recent ancestors. And I've been watching a lot of Leaflet lately, mostly because of like her Angel Sword RPG. But she talks about when she used to live in California. She's a Texan now, and it's just like, man, that's fucking scary.
Like, I see problems with both Texas and California, but the ones in California are worse, in my opinion.
Yeah. And every place has its problems. But... That's where I was just at. It's Griffinmon. So... Wait, hold on. That sounds good. I was looking at what you said about getting censored. I don't see anything that got censored, Lux, unless you have like something on. Unless you.
Oh.
Griffinmon's bird, so it's probably weak to lightning, but we don't have any bugs as of right now. I mean, we got a Kabuterimon, but. By the way, what's her name? The one like crazy goth chicken Hollow Alive, Shiori or something.
Yeah, Shiori.
I've seen some of her Time Stranger stuff. Maya say very not based because they think that Kabuterimon is ugly and useless. Although the bit is funny.
At some point.
Yeah, because they just kept proving themselves that they were badasses. That's weird, AG. Blair's already level 34. Granted, I never take him out of the party, as is tradition with any starter and a pet collector. Shit, I should have checked on Star Chart.
Iron Mouse hate gets hate. In other news, the ocean has water.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see Zentreya joined Flork's agency?
Flork? Who's that?
Yeah, Flork of Cows. Even if you don't know the name, you've seen his webcomics. The little sock guys.
Name sounds vaguely familiar. Where? Okay, we'll just start over.
Let me just grab a fucking picture, because you'll know him as soon as you see him.
Bitch ass motherfucker.
These
And
are
he has-
this is his webcomic.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, okay.
He has his own VTuber agency that he made like last year or the year before, and Zen just joined that one.
Did the V Shoujo non-pop finally hit Zentrea? Because you
What?
know, as much of a dumpster fire V Shoujo was, there were a lot of people in V Shoujo where like, as soon as they left, you didn't really hear about them.
Well, Zen got a lot of the hate from stupid people after all of that. Because remember, a lot of the people that joined VShojo Zen invited
Yeah,
and talked
that
good
was
about
the joke.
VShojo.
Is like, yeah, be Zentrea's friend basically. Which I at least see
She was
the
also
Haruka
the one that pushed for new people to join too. That was like
Yeah.
her project that was bringing those other like 4 people in.
I always say this one about Haruka joining. That was the most easy fucking option, right? Is because she knew a lot of the like more popular talent
She was basically already there all the time.
Yeah, it's like when Bethesda became Microsoft exclusives. Like, that was the most open secret love affair in the world.
I mean, remember that the PC version of Fallout 3 was games for Windows Live.
Just like, so it's somebody that all your talent already knows. You don't have to do the awkward thing in case you know they're actually like really catty with each other. You don't gotta worry about that. It's just like, it's the most easy thing, and you already know they're an established popular VTuber.
That's a fucking title. What happens when a man remodels an entire house by himself with 0 female input? Did you see the thumbnail of Leaflet's video today? Because I saw that and it was wild.
Which one was it? I probably have.
A study in Sweden showed that the egg can ignore the ideal sperm even if it's the first one to arrive. And then someone responded to that. Women still make terrible choices even at the molecular level. Amazing discovery.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. I know some people would think like, oh, Leaflet's controversial figure. Not really. I just like watching them for their memes and their tabletop, and honestly, with the way they talk about things, it makes me think about myself and ask questions. I respect Leaflet.
Ooh, Monkey's playing games.
Also, it's super sweet that they also stream with their mom.
Oh. Machina X Flayon is playing Fear and Hunger 2.
That man drifts so dangerously close. Because he was playing Honey Pop, and now he's playing Fear and Hunger, where you straight up get fucking anal hemorrhaging as a stat. Debuff.
Well, they have a streamer mode for it that blocks like all of that stuff, like visually.
I've thought about playing it because I do love the vibes, but it's just like, I just know I'm not gonna be able to play that game.
Oh, I would fucking like rip my fucking hair out trying to beat that game. That is like the most brutal game.
It's one of those where the lore is good, but you go to play it and you're just not gonna have fun. Like, oh, you
That's
fought
why I
one
watch,
enemy, you lost your arm.
That's why I watch what's his name for Fear and Hunger content. Rapolo. He's done basically every content you can think of for Fear and Hunger.
Yeah, I've seen a few people like that. There was one guy I saw, I don't know if this might have been him, but he's like, how easy is it to actually do analog horror? I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna give myself a month to make something. And he did it.
I know Maki announced that he's gonna be in voice acting in a game like last week. He announced it, or it was announced on the game's Twitter. He's going to be the voice of Archer in Zip Up, in a Tomei game.
Of course.
I'm not surprised, because somehow he can manage to be a twink and also, like, ridiculously fit.
It just reminds me, I was watching some Lost Paws too. And there was one thing, it was like, Naruto, you have to do the reverse harem jutsu. Like Sakura asking him in this, and she has like material for him to copy. And it's just like, I need you to be like this like super muscular twink and this one boy with like really pouty lips, and it's like, get away from me. It was some funny stuff. Do I have to go talk to Bomber? Oh, hang on. Okay, no, I can just leave. Most important item in the game. Gate disc.
Oh shit, it's got girl on boy, girl on girl, and boy on boy. Interesting.
And that kind of checks off what Tomei. You gotta check the boxes. You never know. You gotta get the Yuri going too.
Maki is actually really good at voice acting, if you didn't know. Because he does it for a lot of like the Game Maker games that he plays.
Oh, nice.
And when he voices women, if I didn't know it was a guy, I would not know.
I feel like I've seen like a highlight or like a clip of something like that where someone asked him like do a voice, and it like blew his like co-host away or something. It's like how scarily good he was at it. Alright, get this quest, and then we can turn that Growlmon into a Tyrannomon.
Apparently,
I
didn't even know they made a Diablo 2 remaster or remake, whatever.
Yeah, and then they added a new class for like a month or two ago. Hopefully it's not as bad as how they did that in Baldur's Gate 1 and 2.
Backseaters! Where are my backseaters? And everyone's
Yeah,
just
there's no
refusing
time.
to actually backseat for him.
No help.
The only chat that would do that.
Guys, come on, where's your farm quest? What the fuck do I pay you all for? What, you think I'm letting you stay in my nice paradise island out of the kindness of my heart? I ain't fucking Zach from DOA. Oh, let's be real, he doesn't do that out of the kindness of his heart either. Oh my god, I'm just now realizing like the Epstein connection for Zach. And then all the Dead or Alive Extreme games. Like, ah yes, this is my paradise island that I have a bunch of attractive women on. What about the guys? You know, like what about, you know, Hayabusa? He can't come. Do not come, Hayabusa.
I missed the first half of that.
So the general premise of the Dead or Alive Extreme games is Zach has this like paradise island.
Dead or Alive Extreme. Okay, that's okay. I understand now.
Yep. He just has a bunch of beautiful women on there all the time.
What the fuck is this game?
Did you guys ever tell you the time I got a Gooner addicted to Dead or Alive? He didn't know what it was. This was Moon. He's like, I referenced Dead or Alive on something, and he's like, dude, what is this? Because I think I mentioned like Marie Rose, and Marie Rose checked basically all of his boxes.
Face.
And so that became like his big crush. His whole, I think his biggest crush is like his number one waifu was Willy from Pokemon Sun and Moon. Not after that day. And every once in a while I will still see him. Like, you know how you got like sometimes in Discord you can see someone's what game they're playing. Every once in a while I will still see him playing that Dead or Alive gacha game on Steam. I introduced that to him like 3 years ago.
Who imported like the like actual games on PlayStation, and she was trying to get 100%, like everything in the game. Sadly, the West will probably never get another Dead or Alive game currently.
That's a shame.
Not the volleyball ones, because they basically said that current PlayStation or current Sony is real strict.
Can be the Senran Kagura thing again, isn't it?
Yep.
Why even publish the game, Sony? It's not that's gonna stop him. Like in the span of an hour, Moon straight up found out how to localize that Dead or Alive like Venus game, and just straight up just play it. I mean, you can buy it on, you can get it on Steam. It's just, you know, hard.
The problem is that Sony is like Nintendo was in the 90s. They're being puritanical, so like they won't let you put games on their store if they're a certain way now. Because guess where they moved their fucking headquarters?
Cali, baby.
Uh-huh. Have you noticed that every single Japanese company that moved their headquarters to California got fucked?
Because they got Grimmer Wormtongue whispering in their ear. I mean, hell, Anita Sarkeesian was in the news again. And she died down for a bit, but she was still fucking working in the industry. She just wasn't public about it, which was the smart thing to do. What are we gonna do? I should probably pull up the list. Digimon articles. Okay, so let's see here. We got the Tapirmon. Oh, we need that Starmon. And the Monzemon, so all the holy ones we still need. Got the Vidramon, we got the Growlmon. Oh my god, the Dinohuman one we still haven't done. He's a champion. Let's see here. Got the Octomon. We got the Gomamon one. That was the one with the samurai sword. The Guapamon seems to be the next one. Same with the Metal Greymon. Unless the next one is Merchant of Death.
Space Engineers is still getting updates? Jesus Christ.
What game?
Space Engineers.
I don't know why my mind immediately went to Love and Deep Space.
I don't know why it went there either.
I heard space, and it's just one of those ones where, like, realistically, because it's by the
Padma and her addiction.
Well, that one's already like, okay, guys, like, it's like you look at most gacha games, right? It's like some of the most gooner shit for guys ever. And then you have Love and Deep Space over here cornering the market for the women. They're making shit tons of fucking money.
Love and Deep Space goes beyond Gooner. It's straight up first person fucking porn.
Yeah. You can have sex with them. They will keep track of your period.
Which is weird.
Now see, I say, oh, you're on your period. They get mad at me. Handsome anime boy does it. Oh, you know, it's sweet and romantic.
A random autistic man makes a period tracker website and everyone gets mad.
But you know, an anime boy does it. They lose their minds. Double standards. It's okay. I mean, the anime boys aren't people. That is such a horrible statement for me to make as a male PNG tuber.
Rogue Trader is getting a DLC apparently.
Let the Altis do their thing without judgment.
It's ovu.mo, by the way.
You guys ever tell you about the one gacha game I played where it's like there was an actual like breeding mechanic? Well, they don't phrase it as that. What was it? It was like, I think it's called Bloodlines. Like the most popular I think it ever got was when like Moist Critical did like an ad for it. The general premise was like you were like God's favorite child, and so you had basically magical powers, and all your children would have it. So you could get various husbands or brides and have children with them, and then they would grow up and they would be like units in your battle. Of course, you can also just roll a gacha and get more units. But...
Conception 2 was sort of like that.
I remember they went really hard in the furry angle when they realized that was the market. Because when I played, they would always press me like, hey, if you spend $30, you get the werewolf waifu. And then came the like 3-foot-tall fox people, and then the cat people, and then the leopard people, and then that's a bunch of other stuff. I'm curious to see where that game's going now, because I can already tell there are cracks in it, like that game will not last forever. This chick just casually has an Anubis mon. I'm trying to remember like what waifus I had in Bloodline. Some of them were a lot easier to get. Like there was like the barbarian woman. It was just basically like the goth punk chick. I think I tried really hard to get like there was an orc woman, which have the warrior class, and they were all about like HP regen and lifesteal. It was an interesting concept, but I think they went the wrong way with it.
Royal Vampire, is that it?
No, it wasn't vampires. It's like Bloodlines Legacy of something. But this was there.
It's definitely not Legacy of Kain.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if I were to make a game like that, I think I would at least have it go like the Fate Grand Order route a little bit. Of like, I think they call them like your companions, because you could just press a button, you can swap their gender. And I would just have like a little story thing, because I remember like they don't fucking talk. The voice actor has literally one line they repeat over and over again. So it'd be nice to have like a little story thing, like, you know, once you get enough like affection ranking, maybe have like a little story thing you can do. Make it actually matter. Unless you're like me, in which case Boudica is your #1 Fate waifu, and hers is just like a goblin rape fantasy. I think it was Legacy of Lithus. That rings a bell. Ghosts! Oh, you think being spread apart's gonna save you? Nah. Let's not go down the scary portal first. Let's see if there's another way I can go. Mummymon. And a Phantomon.
The Bloodline Heroes of Lithus?
Yeah, I think that's what it was. It was your token like fantasy like auto battler schlock, but it had like a slightly interesting premise. I think around the time I played that, I was fascinated with the concept of an RPG. Kind of like at one game I played where you start as one character and then you pick one of 3 waifus to have a kid with, and then you play as that kid. Okay, we have to go through the scary portal.
They said it came out in 2023, so I'm not sure about that.
I mean, it could have been. Probably when I... That's probably when I saw the ad for it. And then, like, a year later, after I stopped playing, it was like Moon showed me, like, yo, look at this cringe ad, and it was just... It was one of those, like, trashy mobile ads. And the character on the cover looks straight like Lucario. You mean Fire Emblem? No, it was another game I played, but I remember Fire Emblem, hearing that Fire Emblem had something similar.
You're thinking of Genealogy of the Holy War.
It was like its own thing. It was more of like, well, it was also a grid-based strategy game, but...
Genealogy of the Holy War, Awakening, and Fates are the only ones that I can think of that have the, like, your children as a thing.
I remember in that mobile game, there was a thing like you can have like your units marry each other. There was no point, because what would happen is they would have like traits, and you would pass on like one of the traits, and traits were tied to your rarity in terms of their strength. So it was actually just a detriment unless they were the same fucking rarity.
That's
dumb.
dumb.
So if you like, yeah, it defeated the entire fucking purpose. I'm getting the shark claw is almost dead. And I'm trying to think, because I played like some other gacha games. Obviously I played Fate Grand Order. I played one called
that
Epic
for a
7.
little while.
Dude, I got so fucking lucky when I played Epic 7. You would not believe. So the biggest character design that just makes me harder than like college level physics is a girl with tan skin, dark skin, and red hair. The first role I ever got in Epic 7 was, okay, now imagine that character design, but they're also just Roy Mustang as a woman. Like they snap their fingers, boom, fire. That was a 5-star. Like, damn, seems like a good sign. And then, try to remember some other characters that were in that game. I like this one doll chick where she had like these fucking monster hands. And then I remember the first healer you get in the game at the start was the femboy prince.
My most played one is Grand Summoners, and I think it's worth it to actually play still. Because it's one of the only auto battlers where you can actually, or one of the only like mobile games I know where you can set, it lets you program your characters.
Ooh, ooh, blazing pen. That sounds really nice, actually.
So there's like 3 different types. So you've got your 3 equipment slots, your skill, your super arts, or your arts, your super arts if you're an awakened, and then your true arts and then super arts if you're ascended. And you can set like different. You can set like check this, and if this happens, do this. Or if it doesn't happen, it just keeps going down, and just you can set up to like 30 triggers or something. I think it is.
You guys remember when Dragon Age did that as a franchise, and they didn't just say like you're too stupid to do that, so we'll just do it automatically?
Yeah.
Good times. I'll have to check it out. You said it was Grand Summoner?
Yeah. It also collabs with a lot of different anime.
Okay. I got a new phone actually, last weekend actually, so I'll have to.
Oh, you don't need a new phone for this. It's been out for like 10 years.
I know. I'm just saying. It's like I should probably get like at least some game on my phone. How could you miss? Oh, there's confusion though.
Wait, I'm not sure I should say what the current one is.
The bad.
If it is. No, because Lex will start playing.
Is it Nier?
No.
Nier seems to be the popular one to do collabs.
No. There's a reason I said Lex. It's Toho.
I mean, that's a pretty solid collab.
Oh yeah, they've collabed with Reincarnated as a Slime, Golden Kamui, Overlord, ReZero, One Punch Man, Godzilla. Godzilla wasn't a unit though. Godzilla was an equipment that you summon like Godzilla to attack. I have that one.
Nice. Chatting and boosting Blueberry. Oh well, we're here now.
Those are just the ones I could think of. Oh, Fate. Fate Ilya specifically.
I remember when I had to watch that. Concept, really cool. Just straight up just like magical girl transform into various heroes of mythology. That's actually a really cool idea. They never really touched on that, and it was more of just hardcore Yuri. And then occasionally, you know, like Shota Gilgamesh showed up.
But on the bright side, it has Saber and Saber Alter and what's his name? The dude that does Infinite Blade Works.
Emiya.
Yeah. Holy fuck, this one's got a lot of banners.
I guess, yeah, that's right. Sometimes I forget that Genshin Impact is also a gacha game. I played that when it came out. Lisa was my girl.
I played that for like 1 week. Actually, like 2 days.
Yeah. I stopped playing once I hit the gacha wall and I realized I was doing the same boss fight like every day over and over to get like 2 material.
Yeah, I didn't even make it that far.
Good. Again, though, I was lucky because you just get Lisa Mincy for free, and she was peak, the chestnut-haired witch girl.
The one that everyone was doing the compilations of her climbing?
Yep. And then my main character I played was Kaya, and you get him at the start as well. And I was like, oh Kaya, he's so boring. You get him at the start, and then by the time, you know, I was done playing, he's like, yo, dude, Kaya's actually kind of OP. Like, mm-hmm. You get that fucking crit build on him, you're good to go.
Unlike the fire girl, what's her name, who was never good.
Amber, yeah. That's the problem with games like that, is the first characters to come out, they're generally either broken because they're so simplistic, or they're useless because they're so simplistic. And then as the game progresses, they start making crazier mechanics.
That's one thing that's good about Stellaris. One thing they've done is their DLCs, they will go back to the earlier DLCs to lift up them to be like worth the same price that the more modern DLCs are of the same type.
Mm-hmm. That's what Epic 7 did, where once you got like some of the older like fan favorite characters, like through all their like rankings and stuff, you could actually upgrade them and they'd become new units. That's what happened with the doll girl.
When I said Toho?
He hasn't responded. So he might be going.
He might not be here.
The Thriller Ruins disturb me greatly. Because it's just desolate gray wasteland, like it's fucking Gwyn's Kiln from Dark Souls. And then there's just this dark tomb. Just buried within. Well, I do kind of like some of the zones in this, except fucking Macro C. Because it seems like the general premise is like, okay, we're gonna put two species together and we're gonna make an area about that.
Oh, I found a list of all the ones they've collabed with. Dandadan,
Oh
Kill la Kill, One Punch Man, Golden Kamui, Reincarnated as a Slime, Goblin Slayer, The Rising of Shield Hero, Yu Yu Hakusho, ReZero, Hatsune Miku, Shaman King, Mushoku Tensei, Fairy Tail, Tokyo Revengers, Black Rock Shooter, Overlord, Prisma Ilia, Hell's Paradise, Shangri-La Frontier, The Eminence in Shadow, Rurouni Kenshin, A Certain Magical Index, Freerun Beyond Journey's End, Puella Madoka Magica, Toho Lost World, and Crunchyroll Hime.
Understand age so well.
Crunchyroll? Yeah.
And Rurouni Kenshin. You hear about that guy?
Oh yeah. I do know that like Rurouni Kenshin is one of the most collabed with things though, so it doesn't surprise me.
Where are
But I
my
don't think
Boozer
they've ever done a
Renkin fans
rerun on
at?
that one, so
The series the guy made after Rurouni Kenshin about the alchemists.
I didn't hear anything about that.
It was I think it was on Toonami for a while, but it was just like, here's your typical like, think how Bleach works with its like bankais, but instead of like swords in the spirit world, it's alchemy.
Okay. Weird.
And then I think the main antagonist dude was just like a dude in a butterfly mask. Yeah, I remember it getting kind of bloody, like the main love interest girl, hers awakened her, she had like claws that would like, how do I phrase them because they're so fucking weird. So imagine some anklets, and they can have blades spawn out of them, and they're kind of like spider legs. And hers awakened because someone was coming to kill her, and then just fucking ripped that thing in half. The main guy's was like a sword that could do
Triad?
Refresh my memory on what that was.
That one thing where the people could like turn different parts of their bodies into like, they had like different powers, and the main guy was like the dude that could change his arm into like a metal thing, and then like his full form was like a raccoon sort of thing.
That one does not ring a bell.
I can't describe it very well because I don't remember it the greatest. I just remember I fucking loved the visuals and stuff.
You heard me trying to describe Buzo Renken. Granted, I don't know much about it. I just read some of the manga. That art style looks familiar. Oh no, Sukaimon, the evil Patamon. Which honestly is kind of sick because he turns into Digimon.
His arm is usually normal, by the way. This is like his later form, though.
Mm-hmm. Typical, like, shonen stuff.
No. No, it is actually much darker.
I mean, general thing of just, like, battle mechanics and stuff.
It's probably closer to Seinen.
Well, that's fair. I'll tell you one thing I did enjoy growing up was, like, I like to call them just, like, shoot-em-ups. You know, like Gungrave, Black Cat. Where it's just, like, dudes with guns just lighting people up. Darker than black a little bit. I think there's one called like Phantom or something like that as well, where it's just like Hitman and stuff.
I watched the entirety of Darker Than Black and I don't remember any of it, to be honest.
I remember how the power system worked. Basically assassins, they don't have emotion, even though they do. And then in order to use their powers, they have to perform like some task.
So just like The Witcher, where they don't have emotion, quote unquote.
Yeah. But I'm like, I don't remember what the main character's was. I think, because I know he had electricity power, so I think it was like he would just fix things. Like electronics, because he did that a lot in the series. I never really told you. But,
why is that the first GIF when I look at Darker Than Black?
Oh yeah, no, I remember that bitch. Yeah, she kind of deserves it. Primrose.
I just thought that was funny that was the first GIF.
Yeah. But, there was one where she had like a siren whale, and she was like an ex-singer. And what she would do is she would eat cigarettes. It's not that it was the act of eating cigarettes, she needed to eat something and cough it back up. And then they did like a kind of like a Naruto Shippuden thing where they had like a second series, and the main girl in that, hers was way easier. She just did origami and she could summon a fucking anti-tank rifle out of nothing.
Oh man, that's an anti-tank rifle. Oh shit, that's an anti-tank rifle.
Energy
This is
shot.
the only thing that I remember is the fucking cat.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's right, because like the guy's main squeeze was his. I think they called them like dolls, and they were basically like. I remember his one was she could like meld into water, or like it was kind of like divination in a way, where like her spirit would like form in the water, and she could like look around and see things. I think that's what a lot of the dolls did.
You know what was a
yeah,
decent anime
Diamond.
that'll probably never get a sequel because people are stupid?
What's that?
Black Bullet.
Oh yeah. I get the general reason why, because there's a lot of lolly stuff in it, but there was good reason for it.
Yeah.
Right? Because like the kids that had like the superpowers, they weren't. It was like a recent thing, so like
They
none
were
of them
born
able to
like
be
after
adults.
the stuff happened, so they're like the only ones that can actually fight back, but they're still kids.
Yeah, and then of course society hates them because they remind them of the giant bugs outside.
Yup. I actually like that one quite a bit, but like, it never got a sequel.
Dude, the soundtrack is so fucking badass in that series. Because it's by the guy that,
Oh, yeah.
He did stuff like Evangelion, Berserk, Bleach. It's
You
so
ever watch
fucking
World
fun.
Trigger?
I feel like I've heard that name, but I don't think so.
It is by far one of my favorite series because the main character is not powerful. He's not smarter than everyone. He doesn't suddenly become more powerful by just working. No, he has to work his ass off more than anyone else to even get close to people.
Kenichi, the mightiest disciple. Dude, I fucking love that anime. Kenichi gets his ass beat all the time. I don't even think he wins until the very end.
The only thing that he gets lucky with is that, like, the two people he ends up teamed up with are, like, two of the most powerful people. But one of them's not from Earth, and the other one's, like, an anomaly. In that she's basically the equivalent of, like, everyone... If everyone... you were to measure everyone else's energy in, like, an explosion, a lot of people would be, like, TNT, or, like... a J-Dam. She's the equivalent of, like, the Sarbomba in her energy. Like, one of the main things, she becomes a sniper, and her sniper rifle can just delete parts of buildings.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how much energy she has, because one of the cool things that they have is So, World Trigger, one of the main things that they have is, there's these otherworldly beings that cross over into our world called neighbors. And they like, attack Earth. Well, they're part of the organization that, like, helps defeat them. And they use a thing that, like, creates a body out of, like, mana that they use to fight. It's not called mana, I just don't remember what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
But it's essentially mana.
Energy. Yeah.
And each character has what's called a trigger, which is a thing that's like their weapon. Each trigger can have a primary setting and like 3 sub-settings. And so like the main ones are like Scorpion, which is like a dagger, or like a pair of daggers.
Mm-hmm.
There's 3 different rifles. Like there's 3 different sniper rifles, which is like the quick firing, low power one, the medium, decently powerful one, and then the one that the girl uses, which is the anti-material rifle that's bigger and bulkier.
Mm-hmm.
And they can change which ones they have between like missions and stuff. But apparently they're like remaking it because there was a lot of shit that happened that was unlucky because the original mangaka got sick, and then it had to be put on hiatus for like 7 years.
Yes, the Gray Man.
He died, and his wife had to take over.
Hmm.
And she learned like his art style to do it.
Reminds me of the opposite of what happened to Ruby. Like what? This guy's wife did animation with him and was like his closest confidant outside of what's their names from Rooster Teeth. And they're not gonna let her do anything with the series. They're just gonna take over.
Oh yeah.
No, she wants to.
Apparently, something she recently posted something that basically They might have been in talks to. They might have been trying to leave Rooster Teeth at around that time.
Like what, Montheon?
Yeah, Monty. And like his studio.
I don't blame them. I mean, look what happened to Rooster Teeth. It's kind of buried everything they had.
And then it died, and then Bernie bought it for some reason.
And what was it? I know Flash gets Rooster Teeth's one of the big reasons why they absolutely refused to sell Space King. Is because they had a series. It was basically like 95% done. It was ready to go as like Road Warrior or something like that. And then they just pulled the plug on them. Like, what the fuck? We don't even get to keep it.
For reference, I actually used to be a huge Rooster Teeth fan. Specifically, like, I liked some of their skits. I liked their, I loved Red vs. Blue to the point where I had the Blu-ray 10th anniversary version that had like the first 10 seasons all in one box set.
Yeah, I used to be quite the Ruby fan, but yeah, after a while I just stopped watching.
So was I.
It turns out
like,
went downhill as soon as Besco Pier died.
After Monty died, I started like feeling less interested in it, and then it just got worse and worse, and I just like, nah. I'm
did
good.
feel like a giant paradigm shift where like he died and then they immediately switched to animation, like tools and stuff. Like
the thing that annoyed me is the idiots in charge trying to micromanage the people that already know how to do fight scenes.
yeah, because there were some people like Monty is like, I like this guy, I want him on the team because they already did things similar to him, like they were good at fight scenes.
For reference, I think his name is, I don't want to get it wrong because his name is similar to a guy that's an asshole on YouTube. But he's a YouTuber that does stuff, and he has like his own studio now that does stuff, and he was under Monty, and he did the music video for Time to Feast on for Iron Mouse, and it is an amazing. It's got an amazing fight scene in it too.
And I mean, there's one guy I was watching. He I think what happened was like Monty wanted him, and they put him on screw attack for the most part, which was unfortunate. But I just saw on his monitor, he's like, you know, you got a hard on for animation when just on your side monitor you just have a constant stream of like just badass fight scenes.
Dylan Goo, that's the name.
Actually happened to another person because there's it was the guy that did like his own like Ruby team, and he gave each of them a trailer, and like the last trailer didn't come out for years because he was so fucking busy on like screw attack and shit. Yeah, he just didn't have time for it.
White came out first, then red. Was it yellow, then black, or was it black, then yellow?
Trailers for
Yeah.
Ruby?
Yeah.
It went by the name, so it was red, white, black, and yellow. Because Yang's was the only one that had any like actual voices in it. Well, okay, no, Blake's did, but it was like one line.
Yeah. But like when I found out he worked under Monty, I'm like, God damn, this makes so much sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's one of those, you know how Monty's fight animations, they like itch that one part of your brain?
Yeah.
His do the same thing. Because they have the impact. That is one thing so many animations are missing, is the impact.
Mm-hmm. Like you even look at like Dead Fantasy, right? That was like kind of what put Monty on the map. Like, they've been sliding down the side of this tower for like 5 minutes straight. It was not that big. Shut up, it's fucking badass. Let them have the vertical fight.
Shut up, enjoy the fight.
And
Oh
then
my
Yuno
god,
is supposed to be
Iris
like,
from Hololive is such a fucking princess in real life.
Why is that?
There's so many reasons. I would have to start listing them. Like, for reference, I think she has like $1,000 ring that she bought for herself. That she likes showing off.
Oh god, please tell me she's not gonna be like a rice gum where she's just gonna flex her money.
No.
I mean, granted, okay.
A lot of her stuff is like accidental. Like, oh, when I was a kid, I had a fucking live-in maid. Like, what? Huh? One of her more recent things is she didn't realize you could caps lock on phone by hitting the space or by hitting the shift thing twice.
I actually didn't know that either, but I don't typically use my phone for things.
You didn't know that?
No. Well, keep in mind, the only people I ever message are my parents.
But she was doing like all caps messages by typing each individual letter out like that.
Oh wait, you said shift. Oh, that's just the arrow button, isn't it?
Yeah.
Unlike a lot of
If you
phones.
hit that
Okay,
twice,
yeah.
it caps locks.
Okay, yeah, no, I knew that. Which is wild. That she didn't know that then. Become my friend, Starchild! I know you don't want to be a Starmon, but you're gonna be a fucking Starmon. You understand me? I mean, like, honestly, you know, if I started making, like, actual money doing this, I would probably buy something and show it off, too. Now, if it was ludicrous amounts of money, just for the memes, I would probably buy a solid gold toilet that, like, if I had more money than God, solid gold toilet that plays a Rush song every time I flush it. Of course, I do have a bucket list of things. I would like to own a Plague Doctor outfit one day. For,
Of course,
you know, obvious reasons. Second would be, and this would probably have to be a lot of money in this day and age, or just get somebody to, like, make it. My hand. I want a Pyrrha figurine. Because up until, like, Hulkenberg from Metaphor showed up, Pyrrha was, like, my #1 waifu of all time.
I don't know who
And you
I
know-
would consider my all-time waifu.
I mean, it's hard. It also depends on what mood I'm in, but for the sake of conviction, I just kind of said Pyrrha. Like, right now, I'm on a big, Lycan from Guilty Gear, and a big
noticed.
Tsunade kick. Yeah. I was thinking about that, like, man, I have a thing for, like, big titty samurai women. Because you know, like, Soul Calibur, right? It's like, oh, you think, like, oh, Ivy or Sophitia or Taki, right? Like, no. I'm, what the fuck? I forgot her name. Give me 1 second. I get her name because she's never in the fucking game. No, it's not Mitsurugi. Satsuka. Satsuka. She was the character where she had like an umbrella and she had like a blade in it. And she also had that vibe of like big titty samurai woman.
I've only played 1 or 2 of them, so I don't know if I know her.
I know she was in 4, she might have been in 3, and she was very late in the DLC for 6.
I played a little of 4. I beat the campaign of 5 and then took it back because I rented it.
Played so much Soul Calibur before. Like, burned. There's one summer I played that and Shining in the Darkness. Improve yourself on the inside, Felter. Do not eat me. I'm just now realizing, like, Man, it was a good time for me as a teenager because that's when Naruto was on. That's when Bleach was on. That's when I got like Tsunade and like Rangiku from Bleach. And then once we got the Funimation channel, I
That
probably
would
should
have been
not
when
have been
Shippuden
watching
was on,
this.
because you're younger than me.
Yeah. I mean, I watched it when I was like a kid as well. And then, I should not have probably been watching Sekirei on the Funimation channel, but Kaze Hano was there, and she was also the big titty alcoholic, like, RR woman.
I don't think I've seen Sekirei, but I've heard of it.
General premise is, I mean, it's like a harem combat anime.
I recognize some of the characters visually, but I don't think I've ever watched it.
I'm trying to remember what the premise was. It was a death battle.
It
But,
reminds me
like-
of Ikki Tosen, but I don't think their clothes are made out of paper, are they?
Yes. There was one scene on the tsundere water chick with the huge tatas. She was training with like the landlord lady who had more backstory than she was letting on. And like one attack, her entire like all her clothes just fucking exploded.
Oh no, Ikki Tosen is worse. Like in the first fight, they're not even like hitting each other and clothes are just ripping.
God bless anime. I'm not.
I tried watching Ikki Tosen. It wasn't interesting to me.
My dad watched Ikki Tosen. He tried telling me the lore, but I didn't know anything about like what was it based off of again? It was like War like
don't
Five
remember.
Kingdoms or something.
Probably Three Kingdoms.
That's it.
The thing that they do for China all the time.
Yeah.
All I know about is like Guan Yu Sang
Guan
Fei, I think it
Yu.
is.
Guan Yu, Lu Bu, things like that.
Yeah. I know they're in like every East Asian thing ever.
It's either that or Journey to the West.
Or both.
Yeah.
There's one where it's like Zhuge Liang gets reincarnated in the modern day or whatever. And he's
Yeah.
like a rapper or a DJ. That was an anime that came out like less than like 5 years ago, I think.
There was a phase where my dad was like into like ecchi harem anime. I could probably go find the CDs in the other room or the DVDs. And then he got into like the isekai slop, and then he got bored of that. He's like, I want something like serious. Is there anything? And it was around that time Goblin Slayer came out. It's like, yeah, Goblin Slayer. And I watched that with him.
That's the name. It's Ya Boy Kong Ming.
That sounds like a slur.
And it's Zhuge Liang gets brought into modern day, and he's helping a girl with her fucking music career.
Cause that's how that works.
Yep.
Just gonna save state this real quick.
I saw 2 episodes of it, and it was wild. Back when I used to use Rabbit.
What's the one where like this dude's uncle was isekai'd and he came back? And
Oh,
so
I know
he-
the fucking one you're talking about.
And then he
It's-
used
it's,
magic to become a VTuber. It's not what we need, is it? We need you to be like Prissy, don't we?
Uncle from Another World. And he brings like the elf girl back that he had like a harem of girls that liked him, and he didn't even realize it.
That's gotta be so hard. Like, Like, you know, that's like the hero's journey,
Well,
right? It's the way
remember,
back
he
home.
thought they all hated him because at first he was considered like super ugly because he didn't have like, because they said he looked like an orc. But as they got to know him, they started to like him, and he grew a harem.
I was gonna say it's anime elf, so they probably want an orc. But
No, they all hated him at first, and he actually slowly like got them to like him instead of his looks.
Mm-hmm.
Because everyone in that world is beautiful.
There's like that one like D&D store, the half orc named Grog, and he just casually drops the fact that he was actually like, you know, he was banging like a high noble woman because she liked the orc aesthetic, and because he was just like this, like, you know, gruff orc, like he didn't do any of the posh shit. That actually turned her on way more.
One that I read, a manga that I read that I hope gets an anime is, this guy. It's it's a twist on the typical isekai thing where truck hits someone and sends them to an isekai world. No. The truck almost hits a girl and it sends the truck and the guy to the other world. And he doesn't get any special powers or anything. He just has the truck.
Hey, dude, Army of Darkness, you soup that thing up, you can take care of the evil necromancer army.
He doesn't even do that. He just like treats it like a regular truck. But he ends up like saving a princess or something, or a girl that he helps out. I think it was a princess that they were trying to like kill to overthrow the kingdom. You're the king and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I enjoyed it a lot.
Just like, he doesn't know how to drive the truck, so he just accidentally runs to do it like, oh my god, you saved me. Yeah.
It's funny because he's like a normal, just like delivery driver on his way to like doing his job when this happens.
I see the pain in this system. They can't get the personality. Just like, I've thought about today actually, like, I mean, obviously I got the big thing for Fabula Ultima, but it's just a JRPG system, so like, what if we made like an isekai?
Oh, a more recent one that I found that, oh my god, it will make you cry. There's a one where this little girl disappeared when she was like 6 or something, and her brother opened like a food truck to stay around the same town that she disappeared in.
Mm-hmm.
And 10 years later, she comes back because she was isekai'd. And in that world, she was a genius mage that helped the hero defeat the demon lord. Well, none of her powers transferred over. So in this world, she feels exposed because she doesn't have those powers. So she becomes a shut-in.
Yeah, that's
It's actually a really good story with really good storytelling, and it made me cry like twice in the first like 10 chapters. Because imagine being a teenage girl that hasn't been around teenage girls in like Japan your entire life.
Yeah. I mean, even then, right, it's like when you're that powerful of a mage, you probably use magic for everything.
Yes. Not just that, she was a genius mage. She was one of the best mages in the world. Like, to the point where she joined the adult party of the heroes, or the hero, because she was just that good. The hero sought her out at, like, the Magic Academy.
Mm-hmm. I believe the last like manga I like went out and looked for was The one where it's so fucking bad. But it's the premise of my party kicked me out because they're a bunch of assholes, even though we grew up together. And
You'd
now
have to
I'm
narrow
forming a
that down.
party. Well, he forms a party of their moms.
Oh, I
Who-
heard of that one. Yeah.
It boggles my fucking mind, okay? Because here's how he meets the first mom. He goes looking for a slave, and he finds her there. And he's like, hey, wait a second, I remember you. And he buys her. She is a fucking S-rank sage. And she's just in that cage. And the reason she got there was because her husband drugged her and sold her. Because he wanted an
Christ.
upgrade of an 18-year-old girl. And it's just like... And then, of course, you know, as this is happening, it turns out he was actually the person keeping the group together. Because in his waking hours, he handled all the finances. He cooked for everybody. And then he also had time to go train. And oh yeah, he was a spellblade, so he was also training in both martial and magical prowess. And he was also the strongest one in the group. It's like, it's...
It always pisses me off, and
There's
my
potential
biggest
there.
pet peeve in those stories is the people that are like, "Oh, supports are useless. Get out of here, support." What?
There's one game that does that, and it's hilarious, because it's like, the healer, he gets like this magical stick, and everyone's an asshole to him, like, all you do is heal. Why do you, you know, get equal share of the gold? You don't do as much. And he literally sleeps outside, and he takes it, because he's just sad and depressed all the time.
See, that
It's
one,
hilarious.
that's another one that always pisses me off, because you're the fucking healer. No healer acts like that. Ever.
You know, unless they're like darkness level healer, you know, a classic heal slut. It's just...
No, most
It's
healers
funny.
are fucking sadists. They'll be like, okay, you don't need me. I just won't heal you in this next fight.
Yeah, it's like that one bit from what's his name? It's like anime
Now, Beg.
versus MMO healer. It's just like
Yeah.
the anime, like, I'll do my best. I hope I can heal everyone. And then there's the MMO players like, DPS, what the fuck are you doing? I'm out DPSing you. Tank, stop staying the fucking fire. You live and die by my word. You know what? No more heals for you.
It reminds me of like the Valorant ones where they make people bark to get the heals.
This is the secret lore reasons, right? It's like oh, they're always the priest, because they have to be nice, and if they're not, you know, they have to be virtuous and nice. If not, they're gonna rip the party apart with their bare hands.
Oh, I
Uh.
care about people, but if you're gonna be stupid, go be stupid. I'm not gonna fucking stop you.
We're gonna this is what we call a teachable moment.
Exactly. I imagine they would be more like a military doctor or a military medic or doctor,
It's
because
it's
they
like
would have
Varya,
to
dude.
deal with so many stupid people.
That's the crux of Varya's character, my little druid kraken chick. It's like you mentioned, it's just basically angry Russian elf bones. She'll heal you, but she'll also threaten to do even worse to you for being stupid.
Why did you put that there? What the fuck? I just saw this fucking title. I printed your worst Beyblade ideas, and then it shows two Beyblades, and one of them has a gun.
Did you ever hear about, I think it was Merryweatherly, about their Beyblade experience as a kid?
Yeah, where his dad, like, engineered one to fucking destroy others, and he
Yeah.
became a villain.
Alright, there's the Gawapamon.
Merryweather has had a wild life.
Yeah. He's still doing his VTuber agency?
Yeah, Astroline is still going.
I just
Him and
never
his
heard
cousin
about
are
it.
both in it.
Then again, I never. I don't know. The only time I ever hear about Mary Weatherly is when I'm like watching Lost Paws. Because they're buds.
That's because they're like best friends.
Yeah.
I know what he looks like, by the way, because he's shown up in Noble's VOD in his like Japan trip like 10 years ago or whatever.
I think he wasn't he? I think he might have been the cameraman when he proposed to Ashley.
Yeah. He was also the cameraman for like and translator for that Japan trip too, way back when.
Tasty water. Blossom on loop salt. Okay. And then was it like it wasn't his cousin like Lumi?
Yeah.
And I think, and I know for a while, I don't know if he still is, Frederick Knudsen became a VTuber and he joined an agency. That might have been Mary Weatherly's. I know he's also been doing stuff with Alphabusa. And like they're like
I've heard
doing
of
Pop Life
Knudsen,
Play.
but I've never seen anything of his.
He did the Down the Rabbit Hole series. I mostly know him because he also hangs out with Jabroni Mike, and they have a good series where they just go like nice but cursed houses on like Zillow and Craigslist and things like that. Because Jabroni Mike did retail work, and then Frederick has a fascination with like old and antique things and just decoration in general. Christmas Hell
I don't
House.
think
I've never
I've
seen
seen
that.
like anything about these guys. I looked up who's all in it, and like the first two were Mary and Lumi, who I do know, and then the other three I don't know. There's Sakura Harua.
I'd say that sounds familiar, but that name is so basic
Sunano
that...
Toro, and Akimoto Ash. I'm sure they have
Ash
great
vaguely
like
rings a
lore because Merryweather writes like every fucking lore for VTubers.
Which is insane.
Because he did Zens, both of Zens.
Like that's the point about being a VTuber, is you can be as creative as possible, and you have people write your fucking lore for you.
Well, he probably helps like flesh it out because he's actually a writer.
Yeah.
He's been writing. Remember, he accidentally wrote him. He accidentally commissioned artists into making a media empire.
Yeah. I know he was behind Goth and Jock. He also did Lovecraft
It's Goth
Girls.
Boy and Jock and Goth Girl and Jock because there's two of them now.
Oh, I see.
So there's one with a Goth Girl and one with a Goth Boy, and one's Boys Love, and it's actually pretty good. They've done like a crossover.
And then who can forget the comic that Mary actually wrote himself? Spookman. Spookman's Peak.
Then you've got Winter Moon, which ended like last year. Finally. You have Stalker X Stalker.
Oh, I remember I shot my ex. She loved that, which probably should have been a red flag for me, but...
Demon Prince and the Salaryman. Weeb and Jock, Bunny Girl and the Cult.
Oh, there was another series I liked that they did where it was like... it was a girl living in like an eldritch city. And she had like this little like monster that would always like protect her. And there was one with like a serial killer doctor or something like that.
Clinic of Horrors.
That's it.
There's a city called Nowhere. 1 million gold.
That's probably a city called Nowhere.
My succubus girlfriend. Everywhere and Nowhere was an interesting one. It's like about a couple that time travel or whatever. Mines and Monster Girls.
I tell you, I watched some like obscure YouTubers, like a lot of them under like 1,000 like subscribers, and they got some crazy fucking lore, dude, that they write themselves. We're talking like dystopian one's like dystopian sci-fi future, and they're like a hypnosis villain.
Oh yeah,
They
and
got,
don't
like,
forget
comments
his
and characters and
greatest
shit.
hit, Fox Girls Are Better.
Ah, yes. Fox girls are better. He's not wrong. Gun to my head, Fox girl versus cat girl, I'm picking the Fox girl. Even though she might
He
steal
also
my
did
shit.
the Steam Dragon Express, that was another one.
I know he did a comic of like cat girls versus dog girls.
He's done so many fucking comics, it's ridiculous.
But you remember that meme I posted about Oni-chan, these tags make no sense?
Yeah.
That was from Princess, I think her name is Hing Hoi, who does a lot of stuff with Mary. They have good art, but also every once in a while they'll just post like a fucking meme. I am obligated to pick canids because of my allergies.
Okay, apparently Frederick Knudsen was one of his VTubers. Or something. Hang on, I'm gonna have to...
Like one of his agents, or clients, or whatever you want to call them,
Well,
associates.
it's grayed out and then it has like a star next to it. Like, what the fuck does that mean?
He has been archived. Which, I mean, I can't blame Frederick. He's got a lot of contacts. I'm sure he's a very busy man, because he's been doing YouTube for a while. I think he was one of the people that first did, if you ever heard about the Final Fantasy house, he was one of the first people to really talk about that. I think we're looking for a treasure chest.
Oh, he retired from streaming altogether, but he's still affiliated with the agency.
Hmm.
On the 26th of August last year.
I will say about Frederick, in the live play with Alpha Busa, he made such a good character. The best way you can describe him is he's mild-mannered, and he just needs one bad thing that's gonna make him snap. He's like an antiquarian too. I can bend reality.
Oh, you know what
as a
webtoon you need to
page.
read?
Hmm.
Greatest Estate Developer.
These names, dude.
Basically, a engineering student who is working himself to the bone dies from overworking himself at his part-time job. And he gets reborn in another world as like the worthless son of a worthless son and side character of I think it's like a duke or a count or something. One of those things. A noble.
Mm-hmm.
A backwater noble in like one of his favorite stories that he reads.
Okay.
And so he tries to change it so he doesn't die and the people there don't die. And it's a really good story.
That's an interesting concept. I like that actually, where he knows what happens, trying to change it. You did remind me of a cursed memory, though.
It's also its own universe that has 4 different like novels in it.
That's cool.
Or like, because it's like a web novel series that the guy makes, but it's being adapted into like webtoons.
Okay, so it's all kind of like distantly connected.
Well, no. They all take place in the same world, and like you've got there are characters that actually cross between them.
Okay.
Like there's one of the ones that I'm reading right now that they just started adapting like more recently of his is I think it's What a Great Harvest Demon Lord. Oh, Bountiful Harvest Demon Lord or something like that. And it's another guy that I don't remember how he died, but he like gets brought into his favorite game that's in like the same universe. But this one
Okay.
takes place before the original one. And one of the characters that you meet there is a demon, like one of the previous demon lords that was like the demon lord before the character that he takes the body of over, named Artanis, who is actually one of the characters that you meet in the original one.
Okay. Oh, so it's like Tales series where like in Berseria, there's one of your party members who's the best character, and then in Tales of Xillia, I want to say there's fucking many of them. The party member is his little sister who's trying to save him because he turned into a big fucking dragon.
Yeah. But like, they're usually like 100 or more years apart in each one, by the way.
Okay, yeah, that was the case because I think the guy from Berseria was like all about fighting against his fate because he was like a he was human, but they had this like weird like human elemental kind of thing, and he was an earth element like affinity, and he was on a pirate ship, which means if he ever got in the water he'd sink like a fucking stone, but he was still a pirate captain because he fought against his fate.
Nice.
And he fought
One
with his
the
fist,
other
which made him the
story
best.
that they're currently adapting that's in that universe is The Apothecary Prince, where a Eastern medicine doctor obviously dies because that's like the main thing.
It's never just like, you know, someone just comes out of the sky and you just get teleported with them like Escaflowne anymore. It's just you have to die.
And, well, there's a reason for that in the first one. It actually ties back really well. But he gets reborn, and he's not reborn in like the typical like, oh, you're an overpowered character. Do-do-do-do-do. No, he's reborn as a sickly prince that has like less than a year. Like, actually, I think it's like a couple of months to live.
And then he uses alchemy to sustain himself.
No, acupuncture.
I'll
But
say
the way
some
he does it
elegant
is
eliminate shit.
the way he does it is his power, the powers that he gets from it. He gains a percentage of people's lifespan that he saves
Oh,
with his
I
like
that.
doctor of powers. So when he saves someone, if he puts like 50 more years on their lifespan, he gets like a % of that. For
I like
example.
that actually.
It's really cool. All of his stories I love so much.
I will say this about like the Mill Party manga, that this was the one smart thing. Was the reason the guy liked older women was because he died when he was like almost 40 and he had like a wife and kid. But he kept all his memories when he was reborn, and he grew up as a like baby to, I guess, adult.
Yeah.
And in that world, because I don't know, I guess people just don't live very long. If you're basically not like 18, you're considered over the hill. And so he actually talks about this, like, yeah, you know, everyone, you know, they go for younger women. I don't, because I've been an adult. I'm basically like fucking 60 now, and I just look at these young women and it's weird for me. That's actually really smart. I like that.
One thing I hate is how people talk about Mushoku Tensei like, oh, he's gross because he's going after younger girls. Bro, he was mentally stunted in like middle school by the fucking trauma he endured. That's like one of the major plot points.
I know nothing about that series other than Oh, the Gray Rat's hot. I saw one clip of like
you would like
what's her
Ghislaine.
name? Yeah, Ghislaine. I saw the one scene where he like sees her ass and it's just like rock hard. Like, damn. Yeah, and he's just completely stunned by it to the point of like he's not even like horny anymore.
Oh yeah,
And then,
she
of course,
has
the
like a
horny elf.
12-pack of abs.
That's all I know about that series. I guess there's like a maid gray rat that has glasses. She's kind of cute. But again, I know.
Yeah,
about it.
that's like, so his mom and dad were adventurers, and they have a live-in maid, and her dad cheats on her with the maid, and the maid ends up giving birth, and that's his like younger sister,
Mhm.
one of them.
The ancient Joestar techniques.
Well, unlike most of them, they actually mend their relationship.
Start there. That's good. I mean, like, just oh my god, dude, Hilda. And I know nothing about her, but like, you're gonna cheat on that? Redheaded, queenly MILF.
There's also an elf lady that has like a literal sex curse.
Yep, I remember seeing her.
One of the important points of her story is that she's trying to be abstinent for the guy she likes, but she literally has a curse that makes it near impossible.
Mm-hmm.
Like she literally puts on like a magical chastity belt to help her at one point.
See, this is the true rendition of the succubus trying to be wholesome. Like, yeah, the concept's nice, but I want you to think for like 2 seconds just how horrible that has to be.
She's literally fighting a massive curse, so it's like he doesn't like that she's sleeping with other men, but he understands why it's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's clearly not trying to go out of her way to do it.
That series seems wild. I know nothing about it. All I know is dark skin muscle mommy.
I think you would like it, actually.
I've heard some people talk about it, and there's some points of interest.
A lot of people like gave it up in like the first like 3 or 4 episodes because he's a perv.
Shocker. And yet they'll probably still make all the rants jokes they can. Like, okay, the concept of rants, right?
These
It's like,
tourists
okay,
don't know what the fuck rants is.
yeah, but people that do know, it's just like, okay, rants, haha, funny. And then you realize, like, oh, he's just a fucking asshole. Oh, wrong
I
button.
barely know anything about that world, and I know he's a fucking asshole.
Yeah. It's like, I think the first one was like, the bandits have taken my daughter, you must save her. And so she's tied up and she's blindfolded. And he realizes, like, oh, She's tied up and blindfolded. I'll just disguise my voice as one of the bandits and have my way with her.
Yup.
And I think he bought like a slave girl or something, and he cast a scroll, and then she jumped his bones. I think that one got a little bit more unintentional, though. I remember there was one woman in the gladiator arena. I thought she was really cool. Just like as a character, because she was like one of those honorable warriors of the arena.
Yeah.
So if we're talking hentai, the one where the guy gets isekai to a world of elves, and he's the only human. Like elves
I've
can't
heard of
breathe.
that one. I haven't watched that. It's pretty funny though.
The one that got me about that was like, okay, the dark elves show up, right? So now we got the chocolate elves, and then like mid-session, one of them just starts turning into a cat girl. Like, what? I mean, it's cool. It's got like a Yoruichi vibe to it, but like, why? I know, and this is... So, I got some acrylic stands of one of the VTubers I regularly watch. She's super cool. She does like a lot of retro games.
Who's that?
Hmm?
Who's that?
She uses her name all the fucking time, but, Yori's In, I think, is the, channel. And... she is super... So she's an older woman, and she's super into, action taimanin, to the point where it's kind of incorporated into, like, her, Oni outfit. I say her Oni outfit because she has had many personas. She started out as a vampire, and then she became a big titty, like, demon lord. And when I say big titty, I'm talking, like...
No, I see. I'm
ridiculously
looking at it
big. Like, uncomfortably.
Zentreya
And then-
size.
That's ridiculous. And then she became the redheaded Oni, which I think is peak. And the last time I watched her, because it's been a while, I started becoming a YouTube frog once I actually started streaming. It's also pretty peak. It's like a woman in a lab coat. It's the tired doctor woman persona. It's really good. But I really can't tell the origins of those acrylic stands I have. Luckily, no one's asked.
They haven't uploaded to their YouTube in like a year.
Yeah. No, because what happened was, other than just being a VOD dump, she was like an ASMR channel. And I give respect to her, because it is like, there's straight up lore and references to other parts of the kingdom in her videos. But it's YouTube, and I guess her voice was just too sexy. Because like, I think it was a dragon one, and it was a really cool story. It's like, a dragon queen got sealed away, and you happen to find them because you need to go find like the legendary queen to save people. And it was just very wholesome, and then that got her entire fucking channel deleted. Like, fucking mega nuked. And she has not uploaded since. And she's got like a website, I think. It might not have been updated lately, but it had like all the lore stuff in it.
Have you ever
And that's
seen
the shit I
Professor
think.
Lando?
Yes.
Did you know he was part of Hollow Stars?
I did actually. I think you might have mentioned it.
Yeah, he was Magni Desmond, the alchemist that created copium.
That's pretty funny.
I miss Magni and Vesper so much.
The best joke I ever saw from Professor Lando was he did like a Monster Girl like presentation. And he's like, now you might ask yourself, out of all of these, what's the most scary monster of all? And he just wipes away Monster from Monster Girl and is like, that's right, a human woman, ladies and gentlemen. I know during the whole like artistic nudity fiasco on Twitch, he was drawing some Rouge the Bat. which, I mean, good on him. You know, when the bar is full on straight just VTuber camming and a furry cock that takes up 90% of the page, you know, that's pretty good. I mean, you're drawing some tasteful Rouge the Bat. I'm here for
One
that.
of the things that I've been seeing him for is he's on this YouTube thing that he does called the Best in Jest, and it's been getting like shorts up. Where one of their most common things is like you have to guess the character on the headband.
Oh, okay. And then like someone else has something on their headband, they have to like... Okay. That's a classic. It reminds me of so I have this one game because there was a spree when I went on itch.io and I downloaded a bunch of like free like tabletop games. One of them is called Dawn, and you have a prompt and you have to Dawn your like the other player, and you have to kind of like do that thing where you have to like give hints and stuff. Or it's that, or you have to like, I can't remember because I barely looked at it. Me and Lex looked at it once. I think it's like you have to like make the other person crack, and each of you has to like pick a persona. It's really funny. Alright, let's go kick 8 Mon's ass. Get our fire boys. What else is there? There was the one me and Lex played, I think, while, I think you might have been running late for something. I think it might have been Baldur's Gate. And we played that. It was really good. It was just basically, there's a monster that we've all encountered and it's following us. And every turn, a person describes something that, like, they pull pull a random deck, and depending on what you got, if it's like, you know, 9 of diamonds and things like that, you would have to describe the prompt it gives you, like what was it doing when you first encountered it? Or why do you think it's following you specifically? And then we would have to draw it, but if your pen lifted from the page, you were done drawing. And me and Lex, we were diabolical and we made ourselves suffer, because we both understood that we were bleeding hearts, so we made the monster sympathetic. And then at the end it asks, do you run away, or something like that. And I think the answer was, because one of our prompts was like, you think someone else in the group that's encountered the monster might know something. So I said, fuck it, the monster's here, we're just gonna shove him in it. He wants to go be with the monster so bad, he can take him. Ran away. Featherblade from Pekmon. Yeah, it was a fun game. I got a few of those. There's another one I got where it's 3 players, and one of you is the narrator. One of you is the left hand of a demon, and the other is the right hand. And you both have to get out of hell. And like each hand is... It's like the left and right brain. They're good at certain things. Ekmon, I know you're here somewhere. You're gonna make this hard, aren't you? Hello? Ekmon?
Oh, this fucking idiot.
What's up?
Oh, I'm reading a webtoon. Dude just fucking fucked up hard with his fiance. Because his fiance is also one of his knights. She thought it was a date, but she took her out. he took her out as a guard.
That's funny.
Oh, this
Heaps.
fucking dude. Uh-huh.
I will say Bodyguard Night ASMR is quite popular. Oh, he just gave me the thing, I didn't have to fight him. Sweet. A lot of Agumon. I'm not gonna fight. Bye. Bitch, I just got like 9,000 Dragon XP. You think I'm gonna fight some shitty Agumon? Bitch. I love that I can tell that's clearly the Digimon Sabers Agumon because it's got the wrist wraps.
Yup.
You know.
I should probably go
Damon-
to sleep because it's like halfway to midnight.
Oh yeah, no, it's actually midnight here now.
Yeah.
Alright man, take care. Thanks for stopping by.
Later.
Later. Alright, Mon. Give me your shit. For my stretchy bone? Yes, give me your stretchy bone. Did I stutter, 8mon? And you're really forward. Yes, I'm... Just give me your bone. I'm sick of running around here. We already did the tasty water one, right? So, look, I already got someone's tasty water, now I need your stretchy bone. Don't make me get the feather. I gave you the feather, now give me your bone. This is not my Pekmon they're talking about, they should clarify that. I feel bad running from most of these fights, but they're... Oh, wait, hold on. You gotta respect the Renamon at least. See, here's my problem with adding Renamon to the group, as I do in pretty much every Digimon game. Because I have deep-seated loneliness as a child. But, Renamon's a holy type, and they're more than likely weak to darkness. As the case for most holy types. I already have a holy type as my starter. Despite how much damage Slayer does as fire, he is considered a holy type Digimon that is weak to darkness. Oh, you can Digivolve, thank god. It's just I think in this game they misdrew like holy and light and just make it more more celestial. Because, I mean, like, Omnimon's considered holy. He's holy. There are some that technically count as holy when they probably shouldn't be. I'm going the wrong way. Because it's based more off species, I should say. You know, dragon, beast, bird. Not necessarily elementally inclined. Here's the bone. I was just kidding. You're a dickhead. I beat him up. Yeah, we'll probably do this quest, and then we'll level up and de-digivolve, and then we'll probably call it. We should be able to do the Starmon one now. There we go. Hey guys, come on, your ultimate level Digimon, you're failing to run away from a Biomon? Now take some of my golden hair. We beat him up for his bone and we pulled out some hair. Against my better judgment, I should probably save my gate discs. They're very important and I'm tight on money. Here's just be a little more obnoxious. Crazy that we're already around level 40. Because we only got them like a stream or two ago to Ultimate, didn't we? Also, Lex, I don't know if you're here for this, but you know how you wanted Wendigomon? It's gonna be such a pain in the dick. Because we'd have to like de-digivolve them from Ultimate to Champion several times. And from Champion to Rookie. And what we can do is just take a minute. Because like, he can't even get high enough level to turn into Antilamon. I would have to de-digivolve him, I've just been lazy and haven't done it. And then we'd have to do it again, like probably twice. From Ultimate to Champion, as the aptitude cap is just really fucking high. For Cherubimon. Granted, Cherubimon is sick. I love the Lotmon line. Take the golden hair. What are you gonna do with this hair, by the way? Are you gonna put in a nice hat? Drop the quest, and then we'll come back here.
Train up the boys.
That is one thing I do prefer over Time Stranger. It's so much easier to digivolve your Digimon in this game than in this game, because it's just unnecessary hurdles. Like, you're telling me some Digimon, they can only digivolve one way, like one or two ways, and they can't even get high enough level to hit the requirements? They had a serious focus on grinding in this game. Alright, Choco Fox, who's ready to digivolve? You're actually getting close. Did you need to be level 35? 33. Fucking Godslayer Piximon. You are not 70% friendship, are you? You need like 115 spirit, didn't you? Yep. Why that's so high is beyond me. Best score, you can de-digivolve. Their attack is so crazy. And then we'll turn them into a Tyrannomon. Oops. It will then become a Triceramon and eventually a Canondramon. Look at that big old boy. That's not a flattering pose. Sprite's sick though. You stay as you are. I know you're not gonna be able to because, yeah, the whole EXP. That's gonna be the pain in the ass. I'm sorry, Coco. Yeah, see, the max level they can get is 39. He needs to be 41. It's a shame because I really like Antilamon. They're so cool. And then maximum level for them is 58. They need to be 62, which is... Your aptitude goes up by 2 when you de-digivolve. Same with that one. 360 spirit, by the way, is also nothing to sneeze at. But we'll at least have the sick-ass bunny. I love Bloodmon, they're so cute. I love the color palette more than Terramon. There's something about brown and pink. Love my little Choco bubblegum rabbit. Black Rapidmon though, he's pretty sick, right? He's considered dark, which is interesting. And then he becomes Beast. You got you. I think you need to be 33. You need to be a Wizardmon. Okay, so Disc Duck here, right? That's pretty solid. Kappa Monk dude with a Crescent Moon blade with a revolver barrel for a hammer. He's so cool. Attack 3 zones with a Twister Water. What else can you turn into? Oh, you need to have Brachiomon to make a Brachiomon. Okay, 32. Oh, dude, we can get that fucking Aquan experience, no problem. We did your quest so we can digivolve you to Ikakumon. He's Manly Man because we clubbed the baby heart seals. Attack 160. You'll be fine. Up to 40. Oh, you just need to get up to 37. Heck. Checkers. 200 attack, by the way. Beetleborg. You can't digivolve anymore. So here's the problem I have with DNA digivolving. Or like Digi-Egg digivolving. You can't even make it go back if you want. It's just there forever now. And it's considered ultimate, so like by endgame it's not that good. Green. You can just become Dino Beamon, but you have to have Dino Beamon. I keep forgetting about the cock. We got the pecker and the cock. Be my friend. There, Jesus. You said to tell me how long I've been playing on fast forward. Kind of rough in the game. Sounds around being flexible. Boy, I will slap you. You gonna like me then? So fast. Does remind me that I need. Oh, you can't even level up anymore, so I have to. Holy shit! Vinny can't level anymore, and he's at 89 spirit. I have to manually train his spirit to get that high. Oh, wait, that's not Vinny, that's Blueberry. Sorry, I have two Vmons. Come back here. Might as well just boost your strength. You're probably gonna need it. You hit like a truck really already. Oh my god, we never had the dragon theme set. Whoops. I'm good at this game, guys. We here need a defense. Is you string bean? Oh wait, no, this is attack. I mean, it's not a bad thing to have. I'll say that Kudamon is reminding me, I need to edit more time Stranger Stuff for YouTube. I haven't done that in like a week. I'm trying a new thing, I just have not gotten around to it. 200. Right, actually, you need attack, so I'll just swap those out. Oh wait, no, I can't. Never mind. Fuck it. I don't even know what you need anymore. I just needed a Pekmon, so you're still gonna learn. I'm sure for some bullshit reason you'll need Spirit. You need a lot of it. Honestly, you guys probably need attack more than anything now. You guys are nothing but spirit and attack. You guys are gonna hit like a train, because guys, remember, spirit is like, if attack is +1 and defense is +1 defense, spirit is 0.5 attack and 0.5 defense. Oh, this is gonna take fucking forever, blueberry. Let's see if you guys made speed. I'm just telling me. No, do not remove their only source of food. Oh well, that's there now. Oh, I didn't even talk to you guys. Mean green is Stingmon. I won't forgive you if it's not. We have a prissy dinosaur. Alright, who wants that defense? For sure, all of you, you're bugs and machines. I just need to realize I need to move my mouse. I'm one bad click away from just closing the game. And I have not saved it. That would make me a very sad Pandamon. I hope you learned some good moves, dude, because you're basically being based off of a level 20 something Kilamon. Wait, are you? No, I think you're just based off a Hawkmon. Alright. Save the game now that I mention it. Alright. Alright, chat. That'll be it for me tonight. Thank you all so much for stopping by if you did. I do greatly appreciate it, especially since I haven't been streaming a lot lately. Again, next week, unless something fixed itself, there's a good chance I'm gonna be busting my ass next week at work because 2 people decided to take off vacation for a week. And who's left there working their ass off? This guy. So streaming and YouTube videos might be a little delayed. Just kind of depends on when I get some breathing room to actually do some stuff, but I will keep you guys updated. You guys are all awesome. Thank you so much. And there's not really much to say other than take care, everybody. Y'all a bunch of badasses. Bye. Look at the... Why is he so much stronger than everybody else? Oh, oh. No, 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 please, no!